the limbs. Fast metabolism keep a nigga so slim. Fucking marijuana always keep me out the gym. I be lazy sometimes, but now I gotta win. Stamina good, still going with the wind. See a nigga in the hood, say your next show is when. It's Fame USA, I'm fucking up the game. Punching bag treatment on they fucking baby.
Alright, so we got Keith one-time Thurman versus Errol, the Truth Spence. I've been waiting for this fight for a long time. No, it's not the next fight, but it's an up-and-coming fight, and I'm just glad we almost here. To be honest, I want this fight to come 2 more fights down the line for each of these guys to have 2 more opponents. I know people want to see it now, but me, I'm looking at it a little different. I'm looking at it as, all right, if Keith really got the injury and he does heal up, he got a mandatory he got to take care of. Then he got 2 mandatories he got to take care of. And then Spence, you know, he just became champion. He could fight Thurman, but while Keith heals up, he going to advance more. So will Keith. I think Keith will learn from those 2 fights as well, as his elbow does get, you know, it heals. So with that being said, the reason why I want this fight 2 fights from now is because these are number 1 and 2 welterweights in my opinion. Keith has the best resume at 147 right now, considering his last 3 opponents. Errol Spence has been making a lot of noise and steamrolling his opponents, like just rolling them over, stopping everyone from, you know, to Al Juries, the Bundles, to Kell Brooks, and you know he still has a little more to learn, but he has the best stream of wins. So these is 1 and these is 2 is based on resume. Keith number 1, Spence number 2. That's how I see it. And this fight is going to come down the line. You still got Porter out there. You still got Garcia. You still got a lot of good welterweights out there that, you know, we want to see mix it up. But, you know, if it happens, it happens. It don't, it don't. But Al Heyman putting on some good fights. All these fighters, you know, they busted their ass doing what they got to do. And it's beautiful for the sport, man. With that being said, this fight is a hell of a fight. Brook, he got a taste of what Spence was all about. He took the belt, now he bring it back. So Spence is going to be fired up for this match. And whoever his opponent is, you know, they're going to have to bring their A game. And he only going to get better. Young, up and coming. Thurman, you know, Thurman's a beast. At the same time, you know, Southpaw versus Orthodox, we always love that matchup. And it's a battle of wills and a battle of who can come down and break their opponent down mentally, physically. It's all science to it, man. I'm leaning towards Errol Spence just because he's one of my favorite fighters right now. That's not the only reason, but he has what it takes, man. And I think he has a hell of a chin on him. He took Brook shots, and he never took a step back. That's funny. I watched the fight, and he did not take a step back. The most he did was move around and get in position. So it may look like it, but it wasn't a time where Brook hit him, and he just like, oh, no, I'm going to just stop. He just kept going forward, so I know he has a chin on him, even though he does need to move his head a little more, have more movement. But it's going to be a good fight. I'm leaning towards Errol Spence just for the simple fact that he doesn't stop coming. And if he could take Keith shots, Keith is going to have a long day. So this fight, when it comes, both of these guys are going to be prepared 100%. Both going to have a little more experience. Both going to really know what time it is. And, you know, I can't wait for this fight, man. I really can't wait. 2 black fighters in their prime, both undefeated. And to be honest, I don't think they're going to lose any of these fights that they have in between. So those are good fights, man. whoever they mix it up with before they get together, whether it's Spence and Porter, Spence and Garcia, or Garcia and Thurman rematch, or Porter and Thurman rematch. Those are all good fights. The welterweight division is good. It would have been better if Kell Brook could have kept the weight down and still been in the division. It would have been lovely. But he's out the picture. Pacquiao don't want to come on the other side and get some of this money, or I guess he just want to entertain where the money is at. You know, it's not with none of these fighters. It's where the money is at. So that's where he at. And at the end of the day, this fight is a battle of attrition, a battle of who got the most heart, the battle of most will, the battle of who can break, who's going to let something break him. You going to let them break you, or he going to break you? Still a 55-45% fight to Errol Spence. Just because you can't count Keith out. Keith is a warrior. He got power. Those is equalize the power. We're going to see how long he can keep the power up, how long he can keep Spence off him. If he does hurt Spence, what if Spence could take the power? What if he would take that chances to hurt him? What if he does hurt Keith? How is Keith going to really respond to somebody bigger than him? Somebody with non-stop effective aggression. Keith, he going to box. He going to box. He going to box. But Spence cuts off the ring. It doesn't matter how good you are. He's very patient. He just stalks. And then after that, once he gets to you, it's a nightmare. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this fight when it comes up. Who you think will be the better man at the end of the night? Keith or Errol? Is it one time, or he has to prove he's the truth again? I think he gonna prove he the truth again, and it's gonna be Keith's last time holding them belts. It's Famous Boxing. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, so you can get the notifications on your phone whenever I drop a new video. You don't want to miss that. You know, you love these videos. You know, you can also donate. The link is in the bio if you want to donate to the page. If this page is useful or it helps you any type of way, subscribe, like, share this with your friends. Show them what we doing. Invite them into our world. This is the Famous YouTube channel. Famous, man.